And we are underway here in San Francisco.
Ball one.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball two.
Third pitch of this ball game, pat one right in the zone. It's called for a ball, man. That's frustrating, but you got to stay focused. Keep making that pitch. You're going to get the strike call.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Okay, let's check out the lineup. And Singy, you have to think this lefty-heavy lineup is ready to eat in this one with a righty on the hill.
Eat it is, Boog. So many lefties just feel more confident with the righty pitching, giving them that little edge. Doesn't always play out that way in the box score, though, so we'll see what happens in this game.
The 0-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Ripped towards third. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Batting third, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Sometimes early errors can be just as costly as errors made late in the ball game, but you just don't know it at the time. Second batter of the game gets on base for free, bringing up the number 3 hitter. So we'll see if they can take advantage right here.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
Right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Double play ball to second. To Adames, that's one, and that's two. Luis Ariz stands in.
High outside.
Ball.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
Fastball. Low inside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Here's the Giants lineup with an excellent arm on the mound. Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez has a beat on it. 2 down. Here's Rafael Devers. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. 0-1.
Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy on deck if you walk him.
That is the inning. Back here in San Francisco. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This ball's chopped on the ground. Bounces into the outfield. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Batting 6.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Andy Pajes getting ready to hit. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
So up next, Dalton rushing. And that one fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
In the air, left field. Ramos on his way over. One away. Two aboard with one out. And up next for Los Angeles, Hesung Kim.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Outside low, ball one. Double play ball to second. To Adames, that's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here at Oracle Park. Now the Giants four-hitter, Matt Chapman. Fastball is outside.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where if you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
But you want. Out towards right center field. Takes it in for the out. And now the right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Check swing called strike. That's strike one.
High outside.
Ball.
Slider. Middle inside.
Some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Swinging a ground ball and foul ball. The 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Payoff pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So here's Bader now.
High inside.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. That is the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning getting started, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Alex Freeland. In the air to left center, Adames settles under it, and there's one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And that one finds its way through. And a man aboard. Here's Freddie Freeman now. He's 0 for 1. Runner takes off. Freeman hits it in the air. Ramos under it. And there are two down. And now Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. Set for the bottom of the third. Digging in, Elliot Ramos. Right through there for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That's up.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
No,
He's
outside.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the number 1 and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too, and I'd love to hit against that, but of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like reverse psychology.
Slider clips the zone.
Low outside.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Tucker going back. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Ball 1.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. On the ground. Kim gets it to first.
Got him.
And
That's an
2
out.
straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Batting ninth, catcher Patrick Bailey.
It was a bang-bang play at first, Singy, so let's take another look at the throw that made it possible to get the out.
No doubt that 85-mile-per-hour heater was the difference on this play, according to StatCast. And it looked like a blur going across the infield from up here, and they just got the out.
Patrick Bailey stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
And that drops in for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 9. Back here in San Francisco as we go to the top of the 4th. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one hammered way back there. It's got a chance. Bangs off the wall. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling.
Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. He hit into a double play his first time up. And a foul ball.
You know, these Dodgers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Man at second. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Up and in, and it's 3-2. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. A gigantic blast. The Dodgers strike first. It's 2-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here comes Max Muncy. And he's already singled in this game. Line to right center field. That's a base hit.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Paz now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. Stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. One out man at first. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Dalton Rushing.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Tapper back to the mound. In time to Devers. That's the 3rd out. Back here at Oracle Park. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Luis Arias.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
And there's a foul ball.
4-seam fastball. Low middle.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Glass now back to work. The 0-1. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. In comes the run from second.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they get it in quickly. 1st and 3rd now with nobody out. Matt Chapman to the plate in this high leverage situation. Chapman gets a piece there.
Slider. Low outside.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Adames on 3rd. Devers at 1st with no outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Jung-Hoo Lee now at the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through. In the air, right field. Tucker moving under this one. He's got it. Runner tags from third. And he's safe. Great effort, but it's a tie ball game.
What a time to miss the cutoff move. If he puts that throw on the money, they've got a chance to get that runner at home. Instead, a critical run scores. That could swing this game.
And now Bader up to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
That's a ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside. Slider. Middle inside.
The 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
Ramos, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1.
Ha!
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. In there. Got him looking for the K. They limit the damage here. We go to the top of the 5th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Alex Freeland. Popped in the air, left field, and there's one down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Shohei Ohtani, 1 for 2. Right side, and that's just foul. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Adames sends it to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers go down. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's the Giants DH, Bryce Eldridge.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Back to the mound. It hit him. His throw is not in time, an infield single. And they'll go back to check on the right-hander now. Go ahead run on base. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Fought off foul. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Sia strikes him out for the second time today.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
And here is Luis Arias.
No.
Close but called a ball. Ball 1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And that is out of play. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Slider. Low inside.
The 1-2. Ripped into right center for a base hit. In to score from first. In there safely.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good. This one in the air, center field. Pajes drifts towards it. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. To the plate. Save. And they lead by 2.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Devers,
Ball,
the
too
next to
high.
hit, takes ball 1.
Outside.
He
That's
must
a
have been looking
strike.
for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And Devers hits that one. That is the inning. Back here in San Francisco. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. So digging in, Teoscar Hernandez. Check swing. He held up. And it's 1-0.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Eric Miller, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Buto getting cranked up as well.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The Dodgers with the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Oh, great stop. There's one. A sensational double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Base is empty after the double play. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. And another ball. Ripped on the ground to second. Over to first. They get the out on Muncy. Back here at Oracle Park. Bottom of the inning. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
One up, one down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Lee in the box again. Takes a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And up next for the Giants, Harrison Bader.
Ball.
Sinker. Low middle. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Grounder might be 2. There's 1. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Giants 4 and the Dodgers 2. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here in San Francisco, we go to the top of the 7th. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. That one fouled off. The 1-2. Ground ball right side. Devers. He takes it on his own, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Next up, the Dodgers catcher Dalton Rushing. This one in the air, center field. Bader on the move, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Kim up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. Swing and a bouncer. Devers, the underhand flip, and very nicely done for the out. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Elliot Ramos. Glasnow back to work. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Slider. Low outside.
Foul ball there.
Slider. Low outside.
Got him swinging for the K. Strikeout number 8.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. 2 out. 2 outs, base is empty. Patrick Bailey digs in now. And a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Bailey wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. So they get to hang on to their 2nd challenge. Close, but called a ball. Ball 2.
Middle outside.
Way out front for strike 2.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Up the middle. Throw on to Freeman, and that is that. Giants down. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Eric Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Line drive, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Dodgers.
So back to the top of the order. Next is the Dodger DH, Shohei Ohtani. Ground ball up the middle. The flip, there's one. On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more web gems before the game is over.
Shohei on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Save.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets in the scoring position.
And there's a base hit to left. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at bat. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 2 on, 1 out. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around.
High fly ball lifted into air right field. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. Shohei to the plate and scores. And now they trail by 1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Now here is Kyle Tucker. He's already homered in this game. The Giants trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're at the top of the 8th. Comes up empty.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
This one in the air, center field. Bader under it. And that's the 3rd out. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Luis Arias.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Ha!
Curveball. Low outside.
That's a check.
Gets a
Did he
check
swing?
Appeal to third. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
And that one ripped to left, but won't make it there after the bad jump. And the leadoff man aboard. Willie Adames stands in.
Slider. Middle outside.
0-1.
Ball.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
No, that's a ball.
Arias on at first. Nobody out. That one ripped, but foul.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
And a swing and a miss. And now 1 away.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with
Runner on the go. And a foul ball. Man at first, 1 away. In the air to left center. Pajes turns to the right on the move. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. 0 for 3 in this one. Chapman gets a piece there.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
That clips the zone, and it's 0-2.
look pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Back here at Oracle Park, we go to the 9th. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch misses. Looking to get the tying run on base. Hard hit right side. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 away.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
That one is hammered right field. That's got a chance. It bangs off the wall. Around second now, going for 3. The relay, he is safe. It's a triple. Just missed out on the homer.
He was all over that one. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Hesung Kim, the next to hit, trying to deliver as the hero. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. A 2-run homer, and they jump in front in the ninth. It's 5-4. You can sense it inside the stadium. These fans are devastated.
No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
Manager out of the dugout. New arm for the Giants, Jose Buto.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The batter now, Alex Freeland. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And that's in the dirt. And the count is 2-0. Here's a high chopper. Adames the throw to first. And that is that. And some late inning drama here in the ninth as this homer gives them the lead. It's now a 5-4 ball game. This is NL West action on MLB The Show. Back here in San Francisco. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Jung-Hoo Lee getting ready to hit.
Ball
Just
outside.
missed.
Slider. Middle inside.
Fly ball down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. One-run game, bottom 9. And the count 1-2.
Slider. Low outside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Middle outside.
Got him
free.
looking. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Harrison Bader digs in now. 1 for 3. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Number 70 won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Edwin Diaz.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
There's a strike.
Low middle.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count.
High.
Sets him down looking. And the Giants down to their final out. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Ball.
Slider. Middle outside.
No. Inside.
An interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
All game, this team had to battle with that 10th man. Those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well-executed ball game.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Si me vas a hablar, no te escucho, dilo con el pecho, estás hablando con el voz. Vamos a